One of two spots in the NFC title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The second-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
And we can talk all we want about football being a team game and leaning on different parts and aspects in order to get it done. And that's entirely true during the regular season. Some weeks it's the defense, the special teams, running the football. But in the playoffs, all the pressure reverts to the quarterback, and he has to play well and play at a really high level in order for his team to win.
That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. CD, always more eyes on these night games, and they started it off nicely there on that run.
Yeah, and you're exactly right. Don't think for a second these players don't know and understand that. They want to impress their peers across the league. They also want to win the ball game. That's the way to get things going.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Throwing is Hurts. Room to maneuver at the 35.
And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 32-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
They run the option here on 1st and 10.
And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38.
That sack courtesy of Jack Campbell. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here, 3rd and long.
He'll look to throw.
And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley.
And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down.
So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal.
From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. The kick by Elliott is good. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. Every possession in the postseason magnified. And look, it's just the opening drive. They didn't get the touchdown they wanted, but at least they got on the board.
They got on the board. They've got their home crowd into it as well. And remember, in the playoffs, the game slows down a little bit, so every point is precious.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
So here are the Lions now as they get set for their opening drive. They're led onto the field by the former Cal Bear and the #1 overall pick in 2016, Jared Goff.
And it wasn't really his best performance of the year in the wild card round last week. He just had the 1 touchdown pass, but he got the job done and his team advanced. For them to continue on to the championship round, though, he's going to need to take a few more chances with the ball downfield, push it a little bit more, and make sure his team finds its way into the end zone a few more times.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd down and 5.
Goff now looking to throw.
That's caught. It's Sam Laporta.
It'll be a gain of 5. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
Gibbs will try and pick it up.
And he will have a first down here at about the 40.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
They'll bring a tight end in motion left. Now Goff.
A little short pass here taken in by Laporta.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That's good for a first down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive. And the tight end goes in motion left. Play action. It's Goff.
Over the middle and taken in by Laporta.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff.
That pass caught. It's Williams.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A gain of 32 that time.
It's early, but announcer cliche alert here. Big players make big plays. Should I say in big games too? Ah, what the heck. And this defense, they're going to have to find some way to slow him down as this game goes on, because when this combination is going good, they can tear your secondary apart.
Goff throwing again.
A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up.
The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. Here's 2nd and goal. To throw is Goff. And this is going to be intercepted.
And the Eagles are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
So back onto the field here come the Eagles for their second drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10.
Hurts.
This short throw caught by Goddard. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
Here's Hurts to throw. He delivers another to Goddard, complete. And Goddard going to have an Eagles 1st down as the tackle made up around the 33-yard line. Hurts sets up to throw it.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Clock running here, under a minute to go now in the first quarter of a 3-0 game. Throwing again on 2nd down. Hurts. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Here's 3rd and 7.
A 2-yard loss brings up 3rd and 7.
They'll look to throw. Buying time to his left.
And Hurts able to show off some of that elusiveness as he slides to the ground there, and in the process picks up the 1st down.
That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
Certainly not a positive sign if you're the D coordinator and you see your guys give up that space so early in the game. 3rd down, that's when the clamps are supposed to come out, but his ability to create things with his legs makes things difficult.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Now Hurts on the option right.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Now 2nd quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it 2nd down and 11. They're going to look to throw.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 11.
They'll look to throw here. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or two short. A solid run of 11 there as he tucked it and ran, but he's still short of the marker at its fourth.
From the gun, it's Hurts. He's got his target. That's complete.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Well, that's good for a first down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs. This short throw caught by Goddard. No gain on the play. And that's going to bring up second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He can make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. A quick throw, but incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on third down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. The kick by Elliott is good. And they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0.
Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Detroit's offense ready to take over.
They find themselves down here after an interception on their opening drive led to a field goal. But all in all, you'd have to say fortunate to be only down 6.
Yeah, and you know how teams huddle on the sideline before they come out on the field in between series? Guaranteed what's said there is, guess what, guys? We take this ball, move it downfield, put it in the end zone, we're right back to even.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. His first catch of the divisional round goes for a first down. He had 5 catches last week in their wild card win. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion right here. They'll fake the give. Now gone. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Brandon, that just looked like a lot of confusion to me at the line of scrimmage. I don't think the offense had any idea of who was coming on the blitz and who was dropping off.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Here's Goff.
Going underneath, Gibbs has it.
They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Here's Goff. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16. But they get the conversion anyway. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
Goff now looks to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Gibbs.
Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11.
Back to throw. Goff.
That's complete to Laporta.
A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
They're looking at a 2nd and 8 now from the 10.
Throwing again is Goff. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Down at the 2. Broke through first contact, but ultimately stopped shy of the goal line. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here.
And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown.
Jahmyr Gibbs
taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Lions have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Eagles just about set to go to work on offense.
They've been settling quite a bit. They've been able to move the football some, but they've just been settling. That's one of the reasons they're down on the scoreboard.
I love that word you picked, settling, because nowadays in this NFL, you're thinking touchdown almost every drive because everything's so high power. Yeah, you'll take the field goal, but you always feel like you're leaving points out there when you don't put it in the end zone.
They'll be trying to put it in the end zone here on this drive. Up the middle with Barkley.
And he'll push forward for a couple to the 34. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down.
Throwing is Hurts.
And this is going to be incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field. It took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And Detroit getting set to go now.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
2nd down and 3.
Now Goff.
Setting up the screen. This is Gibbs.
And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. A shotgun snap for Goff.
A little short pass here taken in by Laporta.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
2nd down and a little more than a yard here.
And they'll send Williams in motion right. To the air again. Goff.
He gets this out wide to Gibbs.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another 1st down. From the 50, it's Goff. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
From the 46-yard line, a 2nd down and 6.
From the gun, here's Goff. It's complete to Williams. And he has another first down as he'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 33. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. In motion, the tight end. Now Goff. And not able to get it that time. He hit on 6 straight passes. Not there, second down. Goff throwing again.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
To throw is Goff.
St. Brown making the catch on the out route.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Nice third down conversion and even 20 yards.
How about a nod to the sequence of plays they're putting together here? This has been death by 1,000 paper cuts on this drive. But this is one of their best plays yet, and they're able to move it down into the red zone.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Goff. This will be caught at about the 5. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
From the 4, this is 2nd down and 1.
Out of the gun, Goff. This is caught. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1.
Gibbs diving for the end zone, and he'll get there.